ahead. I don't care.
Okay, I just figured I'd ask before it was on
The
screen.
only thing is we've got to kind of watch some of our language because half my viewers are from Rob's stream, and they're the kind of people who have kids and go to church on Sunday. So.
Yes. That's why I got the puppy dog behind me today, Bill.
Yeah. So
That license plate's
Hey,
not
Mark.
there, I don't think.
I can't even make out what it is, Dan.
Now, Marty's one of the few people out of everybody's talking about their Manicore. He loves his, and a few other people do, and a lot of people don't
Hey,
like
Marty.
his.
Hey, John.
John, finders keepers. Now, John White
Cynthia.
says, Cynthia, my love.
Cynthia, John.
We're getting the gang in
Oh.
here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know I will be doing a review on a Vivitar 4K action camera. They're coming in tomorrow. I'm going to do a review on it. So,
Cool.
Nice.
'cause it looks pretty good so far from what I've seen. So,
Yeah.
I know, Marty.
Bill, now I am going to tell you on the 700 though, the shaft, where you know how they collapse and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
constantly tightening that nut up because it loosens up.
Ah.
So I mean, even though I know that you said that the double score has that latch problem, the
Well, I don't think. Hang on.
so these clips right here, there's a nut right here, and this thing I had to keep tightening up, loosening because it just
Yeah,
it
at
comes
least you
loose
can
and
do
then-
that.
then it spins around on you too. It doesn't stay in place.
Mm. Well, I have no screw. This is pinned. So there's no adjustment, nothing I can do. And with the cam lock all the way down, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is very irritating to me because you can see the
Hey,
white
Jim.
line. I don't know. Can you see that movement?
Yeah.
Now there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Well, yeah, it is a lot. And when you get so far down, if I got
James.
4 to 5 inches left up inside the upper shaft, otherwise it flies out. So
Hey Jim,
not good.
Hey, James or Rebecca, whoever's on Messy Hole.
Georgianne, how you doing?
James,
I don't know. Is it James or is it Rebecca?
Rebecca, how you doing?
It's probably James.
Georgianne, hello. Jim Steele, hello.
Hmm.
Too much taco grease, Dan.
Hey, I had chili cheese fries for dinner tonight.
I had tacos tonight. Yeah, I did. John didn't help. Somebody said buy the metallic tape, the thin stuff to
Bill, you
kinda
get it
shore
under
it up.
warranty, right?
Huh? Yeah, it's still under warranty. So
Send it back and get another
Yeah.
one.
yeah, probably should do that. Just hey,
I would.
this sucks.
I mean, don't scrap it up yet. I'd send it in and just get a new one. Hey, Georgiana. Georgiana.
Doing well, Georgiana. Thank you.
Is she new?
Oh no.
No. Because I
Marty
think
V.
this is the first time I've ever
I've
seen
got
her
the
name.
tape, Marty. Roll the piss out of it. But
So
Hey,
what I'm
Georgie-
finding though,
with their TikTok,
I was just saying- yeah, Georgianne's been around for a couple of months now.
oh, okay.
yeah. Oh, congrats on that GW silver there, Dan.
Yeah, what's funny is what threw me off was the tarnish on it, man. It's like the tarnish on that GW. I mean, for a 35, I figured it would still look kind of silver, but it's got that major green like tarnish
Yeah.
to it. But I figured it was going to be clad, and then I looked
Mark
at it under a
Thomas.
jeweler's loop, and the 3 is right there, plain as day.
I would have thought that was
Yeah.
clad too if I dug that up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it just it
these
depends.
were
Like down
these
there,
were just
yeah.
about as deep, and that's a regular Eagleback clad quarter.
Yeah.
And there's still a silver tone
Yeah.
to it. So it threw me off when I dug this one.
But down at the home site, when I was down there with Charlie's brother and his digging partner Ken, he dug up a silver button, no tarnish at all. 30 feet away is where I got that rosette for the hair, for woman's hair. I think it's tarnished to hell. You know?
Yeah. But you see, New Hampshire Beach Hunter, when he digs silvers off
Hi,
the beach,
Randy.
they're as tarnished as that coin there.
Yeah.
Randy.
Well, how far are you from any beach, Dan?
I'd say within
Ryan.
I could probably be there in 25 minutes if I kind of like put the pedal to the
Okay.
metal.
Yeah,
So-
you might. They might have brought sand in at one time in that area from the beach or something. That'll do it. All the salt in it.
Yeah, I wasn't at the beach though. I was at a schoolyard
Oh,
that
yeah.
I've been counting on.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Into the schoolyard, you never know. They
Right.
move dirt around all the time, cities and counties.
Right.
So.
Oh, they've been digging up
Right,
Hampton Beach
Brian.
from what I've been seeing on the video.
So
Jim.
I know when they dug
That's
sand
like-
up from York Beach, I was hitting the piles and I was finding a couple silvers and whatnot being out there doing that when they were digging 4 or 5 feet down and building up little barriers.
one of the old parks back home, at the front of it, the
Randy.
entranceway there's this big area covered with pine needles. Hi, Frankie. And
Frankie.
it was all fill dirt in there. And it was all fill dirt because the Wheaties and square nails were like 4 inches down, and all the modern clad, the Zinkans, were 8 to 9 inches down. So
Wow. Yeah, it's nothing worse than digging 10 inches for a clad dime.
yeah,
Hoping
I
that
know.
would be silver, you know?
John's asking if that's a Virginia Slim.
So, what? Who, me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
no, I
smart.
rolled my own, Jim. John. I rolled my own.
Jim John. Is that John's
Jim
new
John.
name? Jim John.
Jim John.
Jim John, yeah.
Jim.
Hey, William.
Jim John.
No,
Hi, William E.
Well,
I. King size.
Yep, it's
I
much
got
cheaper
the-
to roll your own.
I got the stupid machine. This is the best
You buy
machine on the
regular-
market that I can find.
oh, I used to do that back
Do
in
you
the day
buy-
too, man.
Cigarette tobacco, or do you use the long cut pipe tobacco, Dan?
Long cut. $18
Yeah, the
a
pipe
bag, and I get about 3 cartons.
Yeah, it's
For
a
a
lot
bag.
cheaper than buying cigarette tobacco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still bad for your health. I'm sure you
Oh,
all
yeah.
can hear me breathing in my videos. Oh my God, this hole is killing me.
Hey, one thing for sure, as I was told many years ago, ain't none of us getting out of this alive. That's true.
It is.
Yeah.
The Romans used to say, "Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you may die." So,
But I don't drink no more,
yeah.
though.
Hey, Deej.
Hi, Deej. Look how
like
many
they say
people
too.
took really good care of their health and they got run over by a tank or something. So, I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, it's like they say too. The only 2 things you can count on in this world is death and taxes.
But taxes
Me
is going to
now,
be the death
death,
of us, though.
Yeah.
since I'm retired and old enough, I don't have to pay taxes, so it's just death for me now.
But you had to pay taxes, so that was
Yeah, I had to, but
William, to that, I'm a major snorer at night, and I keep Talisha up probably 90% of the night because I snore so loud. The neighbors downstairs can hear me. Yep, Dan's asleep. How can you tell? Just listen.
no. They
The
just like
floor's moving
feel
up
the
and down.
wall. The wall
Yeah.
rattles when you snore.
I wish we had the willpower to quit smoking. I get winded sitting down. Well, at least you're sitting down getting
Hi, Tom.
winded. I get winded sitting up.
I remember
So
a friend of mine
exercise
had
I
to
get?
give him a ride to a doctor one time, and nurse practitioner is going, "You need to smoke. It's going to kill you." He goes, "Well, if I'm dead, I really won't care, will I?" They never said another thing about him to quit smoking again.
Last night? Yesterday? No, the day before. When did I wipe out? Oh, last night we were at Walmart and I decided to pull off a skateboard off the wall and get on it.
Oh,
Well, I
damn.
ended up eating ground. And I wish Talisha or Selena had the video camera out because that would have been a viral video. 50-year-old man
Yeah.
dumps it in Walmart on a skateboard. And I mean, right now my right knee's swollen. My
Hi,
right knee's
back breaking.
swollen. My hips, my right side of my hip sore. My shoulder's a little stiff. But yeah, I ate it.
Oh, well, yeah, look how many channels they have, like Fail Army.
Yeah.
People love that stuff. We all wish we
Said
could
that
see
I
it,
felt like a
John.
graceful sack of potatoes. So I thought it was more like a swan, just landed gracefully.
Like it's funny till
Backbreaking.
someone gets hurt.
Hey, back breaking.
Then it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I backed it up. I was like telling my daughter, I said, this is why you need to wear a helmet and knee pads and shoulder pads if you're going to skateboard at a skate park. They didn't buy it.
Well, they don't fall down and go boom like you do. So.
No, I went down pretty good.
My son learned at 18. He shattered his right ankle, 2 steel plates and 9 pins. So
Ow, he shattered it good.
yeah, he did.
Wow.
And of course, he's 46 now, so he feels it. And he goes, "I wish I would have listened back then." I go, "Yeah, hindsight's 2020, dumbass."
Right. B. Higgles, I'm gonna have to do it again, and hopefully my family records it.
Thanks, Scott.
Yes.
I gotta get some
I'm
coffee.
hoping your family records it too, Dan.
I know you all wanted to see the frying pan, but you won't take the frying pan to my head. So at least I could do is give you guys a skateboard entertainment in Walmart.
Hey, Scooter. Scooter, don't worry. The beard and mustache is coming back. I only did this to try to look presentable for my one date. Then here I find out she likes facial hair. Go figure.
Oh, you shaved too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I look like some creeper that drives a white van holding a big sign saying "Free Candy."
My daughter would be right there.
Oh, you haven't taken that sign down yet, Mark?
No, see, I super glued it to the side of the van, Bill. Now I can't get it off.
Oh, okay.
What, free candy?
Yeah.
When you
It's
going
a
on?
big white
Have you gone
van.
on your second date?
Yeah, we went Sunday. We're planning on another date tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, hitting it off pretty well.
Glad to hear it, Mark. Hi, Shannon.
Shannon, what's up, dude?
So in 3 more days, Talisha and I will be together 15 years. 15
Well, Dan,
years.
congratulations, and
Yep.
and give Talisha my condolences.
Again, you got condolences, kiddo. I just need that frying pan.
I know.
Maybe
Oh,
she'll
Dan?
have the frying pan when she knows what I cut her for our 15th year anniversary.
And Dan,
If it's another
me a big
toy for
favor.
you, we're gonna have a problem.
if you're going to do the skateboard thing, get it filmed, write out a thing stating you're giving me the 700 if you don't make it through it.
Hey, Fairy Dust.
Uh,
I figured
yeah, I would like to,
I
but
know
T's not going to allow me to do it.
Hey, NorCal.
The funny thing was, is I was
Talisha.
trying to do an ollie.
Hey, you.
No, Arcala, is that tomorrow or is that today?
Hey, you.
Tomorrow.
Or was it the bill? It could be the bill, too.
No, I haven't changed the color of my lipstick, NorCal. I've been wearing the same brand and color for years.
It's all natural, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my ex-wife, she used to hate it when I would shave my mustache off. 'Cause she'd go, "You have the thinnest upper lip I've ever seen. Please grow that mustache back."
Wow.
Like, okay. Then just a spider, I let it get real big, fluffy, and fuzzy, and kiss her.
You should have grown it out and curled it.
I couldn't. I can't do it for some reason. It
My
just grows
grandfather-
down and real big,
My grandfather
Oh,
used
God.
to wear like the Texas hat, and he did that to his mustache
Yep.
too. And it was like, oh God,
For
come on,
years, I
Grandpa.
worked in this. For years, I worked as a welder in this shop alongside a guy named Jesse. He was a cowboy, right? A rough and tough. I mean, real cowboy. And he had this really great beard. The girls loved him. One morning he came in, he shaved his beard off. For 12 years, we'd seen the guy with a beard. He had no chin whatsoever. I mean, just none. And it was all we could do from just not to laugh at it when he, holy crap, I mean, no chin, none. It's like, I said, dude, grow your beard back, please.
Shannon, how long is your beard then in 40 years? Are you walking on it?
The main thing I hate when I shave my beard off is you see the turkey neck. I hate this flap of skin that developed over the years.
Yeah, I'm getting a double chin, so don't feel bad.
Yep. No, this is a turkey neck from dropping all that
Everybody
weight, dropping all that weight quick.
For a while.
Hey, Bud Files.
Hi, Bud Files.
Hey, Bud Piles, Fairy Dust, and anybody else that came in that I might have missed.
And they all came.
It's only Uncle Si Long right now. Okay, Shannon.
So, has anybody in chat there been able to get out and do any detecting lately? Since I know most everybody in here, I know you haven't, Jim Steele, because you don't anymore. But other ones,
What is Jim Steele not
Two
metal
extra
much?
depends on which channel you're on, Willie. Me, some of them you can gain 40 pounds. Bataro, welcome.
Hey, Batara.
William, I think on my channel that's my natural size. Whether I'm 10 pounds more or 10 pounds less, I'm still fat.
Something here. Okay.
Hey, Bill.
I gotta do
Can you kick Finder
Yes.
Keepers out of the chat?
Why? Is it because he found a key J3?
Oh, I will here in a
Yeah.
minute.
1760. Can you kick him out?
Hey, John,
Sure, why not?
congrats. Bye, man. Bye. Congrats, though. Bye.
Did you get that at that cabin site you were talking about earlier, John?
I found this
see.
really old
Do
house
this
the other day when
one
Metal
real
kicked on the
quick.
front lawn and got kicked out. I didn't think anybody was home.
Yeah, go check out Butaro. He lives in Hokkaido, Japan. His videos are all about the train system there, and there's some great videos and the snow.
Hey, Batoro.
If you like snow and trains, that's the channel to watch. You're welcome, Butaro. I do love one thing I do love about new technology. I could go in and translate American to Japanese, just typing it in. I love that.
How do you type in Japanese or Chinese? I have to cut and paste and put it in translate.
That's
Pardon?
what I do too, Dan. I just use Google
Well, what I
Translate.
do, I go in and I'll type what I want to say in English. Then it'll bring it up in Japanese, and then, yeah, I can copy his and take it over
Yeah.
and just paste it in, and boom. So
I like when I
of
get
course, now they've got the handhelds. You walk around, you talk into it, it translates for you right then and
Oh,
there.
I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, some of them
Hey,
are
Next thing
really
you
Lori,
good.
how you
know,
doing?
next thing you know, you're getting sidekick to the face because it gave the wrong translate. I wouldn't trust them. How do I know that's what they're
Hi,
saying?
Dave and Lori.
Just depends who's kicking me in the face, Dan. That's all that matters.
Well, I earlier I
Yeah.
asked how to say "hope you have a good day" in Japanese. I spent about 10 minutes trying to pronounce that, and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to mess it all up. So
I know when I was taking judo, I was learning Japanese language, and just for like different types of throws, moves, whatnot, and whatever. I can't remember hardly anything anymore.
oh, nice, Brian. Yeah, do something here real quick.
I don't know, John. It's all going to depend on how late or how well his trivia night goes.
Is Higgles finding a lot of good stuff lately? I'm falling behind on watching videos, and I don't mean to. It's just so much hours in a day, and so much that I still got to get done.
Mhm.
Yep, I just try to take me about a week just to learn that phrase.
Now, the only phrase I remember is "fook you, fook me." Where'd that come from?
It was a
Johnny
movie with
should be. Of course,
two
I haven't
twins.
talked to Ron today, so I don't know. I
Twins,
thought
Bazzer,
Zaxxon might
twins.
stop in, but he might be working. So now that he's got his own business, he does late night repairs out in the desert on cars.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Good money, but shitty hours.
So it's snowing in China right now, in Sapporo.
Up in the mountains, yeah.
Wow.
Japan, not China.
Oh, he's Japan. Okay.
Yep.
They said
You're right,
China
Marty.
rail system, but it's Japanese.
And there's his link again, folks. Check him out. It's a great channel. But hey, I love watching snow somewhere else, and I love watching trains anywhere. So
Marty says Austin
can see-
Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right, Marty. I remember that scene. It's with the two twins.
Yeah.
Jim, don't worry about it. I'm the thumbs up or thumbs down, or doesn't matter to me.
It's been raining for the
Oh,
past
yeah,
couple of days here.
Probably what he's done most of his life, John. He's really good at it. But when you do your own mobile mechanics, you're getting calls at like 2 and 3 in the morning from the idiots out in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
We're out here. It broke down. Can you come and fix? Like one night when he was in Charlie's, he came on for a minute, but he had to follow the people back to where they were going because he had to put a belt on, and I can't remember. I think a tensioner wasn't working right, so I had to follow him to make sure if it flew off, he could put it back on until he could get him there. So. Oh, he's probably charging 150 to 200 an hour, John. I mean, it's 125 standard shop labor, and it goes way up when you're mobile.
So when MindLab went from the 600 to the 700 and they changed the coil layers, do you think that they changed the way that the coils from the 600 to the 700, same as the 900? If they like changed the power in the coil, or do you think it would still be the same depth with the 600 coil on to the 700?
I don't know.
You know,
It's weird that they actually interchange because you can't use the same headphones between the 6 and 700.
you can.
That's
Yeah.
what they say. They got different headphones for the core wireless.
Yep. Oh, the headphones are different, right?
Are you happy
Yeah,
playing
the
Plague Doctor?
six, the Knox 6, the wireless for the 6 and 800 don't interchange with the 7 and 900.
Right.
From
You get a
what
whole like ML3085s or something like that, and then whatever
Yeah,
the 700 is right.
Yeah.
I got
I
both.
know
of
you
them.
did.
I don't even use them. I'd rather just plug directly in than to use
Happy
wireless.
Plague Doctor, welcome.
See, I need the wireless
See,
because
now-
I always get my stupid wires caught on a branch or something, and next thing you know, I'll bend over, they'll get caught in a tree, and
Yep.
it'll rip them off my head. So yeah, I need the wireless.
I'll kneel
Yeah,
down on
Taro,
them. The cord will
we
rip
don't
out, or
allow-
they'd fly off.
Some of us joke around with each other in here, but we don't allow people to come in and, disrespect people here. It's just not allowed.
Whoa.
Yes,
Quick
I
way to
still
get your
am.
ass thrown
Happy
off.
Did somebody
Plague
do
Doctor, I'm
that?
still doing 3D printing. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to be doing some here pretty soon.
No, Dan.
Okay, I was gonna say if somebody did that, whoa.
Because I got an order coming for fridge magnets and earring magnets.
Nice.
Look like little fishing magnets.
So you're gonna glue magnets to the prints?
Am I what?
Are you gluing magnets to prints? To the printouts that you do?
Yeah. Well, some earrings, some people want them, some don't, but the fridge magnets will all have them. Yeah. So, and what's really good is these are some strong little magnets. They work really, really
those little
well.
neodymiums. Bill, they did neodymium magnet. Yeah, oh, those things
Something
scare the
like that.
hell out of
Yeah, I
me.
got them off Amazon. I don't know if it'll hold this. Let's see, because this is pretty heavy. If it does, I'll be surprised.
Brian should put himself out for hire to dig people's holes. If it beeps, it digs. He digs. So he should set himself
Well,
up
try.
for hire.
Now, here's a mini vise. This thing's probably about 2 pounds. And it tries. It tries to lift it.
It's trying good enough for me.
Yeah. So,
John, you say that the 800 is a tough machine to hunt behind. Would you suggest the 600 or the 700 if you had to I know the 600 is a little less than the 800, but they function pretty much close to the same. What would you suggest out of the two? Would you go with a 700 or
Yeah, John.
900? I know you like Knox, that's why, and you're really good with using the Knox. Some of the advices that you gave me, I've been trying to put to use, and they seem to be working. Still got to try it out more, though.
Don't thank him, Dan. John's head's big enough already. Okay.
Well, then they'll shoot it down then because it's another balloon up in the sky.
and see, John, so they have the Knox 600 on sale right now for $499.
See, that's a good price, Bill.
Yeah.
Which is a good price. But I do like the VDI range of the 7-900 Manicore because that's what the Xterra has, and I like that. So I was thinking, and I can't get the small coil for the Xterra, so if I was going to wait till the 700 went on sale, where they throw in the
That's good,
6-inch
yeah.
coil for free, grab that. That way I could use a coil on both machines.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, Butaro. So,
See, the thing
John,
about-
you,
Oh, okay, here we go. 600, but never used. 700, did try it.
oh, he doesn't want to say because he's never used it. Okay.
All right. That's fair
Dan's
enough,
used
John.
it. He prefers the bigger range.
Yeah, I'm
And
starting to like that.
You're starting to like the 700 more than the 6, right, Dan?
I'm starting to like the more range. Yeah. Plus, I run it in all tone too. So, But I'm starting to really dig the full range spectrum.
The other thing I'm thinking about is I know that supposedly fixed all the problems that the 6 and 800 had on the 7900 Manicore. So I'd be getting a machine that didn't have any inherent problems, because they're still using the same molds for the 600. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean, the 700 mold ain't really much different. Body style.
well, Happy Plaque Doctor, the only reason I want the small coils, I do a lot of detecting in the woods and getting into tree roots and around through the brush. A small coil comes in really handy. That's the only reason I want it. If I was out in the park or something, I wouldn't even worry about it.
When I had my 600, I loved my 6-inch coil. I used that thing more than the stock coil that came with it.
Yeah.
I got the 6-inch coil back on my on the 600. I mean, and that thing still hits deep for 6 inches. I mean, for a 6-inch coil, it still goes deeper than 6 inches.
Yeah.
And it's really good on separation too. I mean, you get in the tighter spots, you get in trashier spots, and it's going to pull out. It's going to it's really good. The 700 bill on mine, I use the pinpoint to see how well it works. That thing is pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
I mean, right at where the shaft meets the coil, right at the very end, is pretty much right in that area.
Bitaro and Fairy Dust, you're gonna make me cry. Just kidding.
Oh, what's up?
Bitaro said he's so
Bitaro,
happy,
you're
he's so welcome here. He's crying. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. I see what you're saying, John.
and from the 700 too, from what I understand, and 900. So on the 600 and the 800 where they added FE2 on so that function that was in the 600, they just put it into the 700. That's why you only have that one sub menu to go to FE, and then adjust it from 0 to 3, and then what is it, 0 to 9 on the 900, I think. So, but that would be like running FE2 on the 600, and that's all. That's what they just did with the 700.
Yeah, the 6 is a beast, Brian. That's one. It goes just as deep as the 11, from what everybody says.
Yeah.
And the iron bias is better than the 7 and 900 Manicore, isn't it, John?
What is
The iron bias
on the 7 and 9 and better, or on the Manicore?
and the Manicore, from what I understand, over the 6 and 800. Who's been doing? Mike, Iffy Signal's been running tests on all that stuff. New machines, old machines.
Yep.
He did it on the White's coin shooter, the old analog one with no screen or anything. And it blew him away, and it blew me away too. I mean, it did really well on it. Doesn't go deep, but it did really well on the test.
Incognito, how you doing?
Hello, Incognito. Welcome.
William,
that's Puppy.
did I change my style on detecting?
What?
Nah, I'm just messing around with settings. I'm just messing around.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my puppy. Or he's not really a puppy. He's like 10 years old now.
oh, Happy Plague Doctor brought that up. The Invenio, the ground penetrating radar. Nocta Macro has those two, one at $5 and one at $10,000. It actually takes a picture of the ground.
Yeah. Hey, Rusty
What
Fine.
do they call it? Those aren't ground penetrating radar. They're called anomaly detectors. It's close to the ground penetrating radar, but not quite. But it goes along, and you got a computer sitting back somewhere, and you map out a whole area with the detector. Then you go back and hit enter in the computer, and it will bring up a map of where your targets are. So
That's
you can
cool.
go back and dig them. And it will give you the exact coordinates, send it to your
Right.
phone, so you walk over and it'll beep, and you're standing on it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I want this.
GPS.
I gotta save up for it.
$5,900 for the cheap one. But I
gotta
don't
save
think that's
up
the
for
one
it.
that sends the stuff. That doesn't send the stuff to your phone. It's the $10,000 one that does that.
Oh, hell, that's a drop in the bucket, 10 grand.
Yeah, you're right, John. Too expensive detectors. But the reason they came up with that stuff is because the military needed them. Because for many years now, IEDs can be made without any metal in them at all, so a metal
Yep.
detector would not find a bomb in the ground. So, Jeff Fafa, how you doing?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do a little digging this Thursday when I'm off, but it's supposed to rain.
It's supposed to be nice here tomorrow. I'm going to try to get out.
Cool.
I just gotta, if my stuff comes in, because the insects been so bad down there, the DEET just attracts them. It's like, here's a cheeseburger, come and get me. Last time I went down there, I was using the heavy stuff too, 40%. My whole left arm was black with flies.
Ooh.
Didn't even phase them.
Hey, Pat.
No, ain't doing that again.
Jim, for 6 grand, that thing ought to make
Good
me
lunch,
breakfast
Carl.
in the mornings.
Dig your holes and do other things too.
Yep. For 6 grand, it better make me
Matt,
breakfast
how
every
you
morning.
doing?
What people said about my bed when I paid $4,000 for it. That thing better do more than just be able to sleep on.
I don't know if I got the video out on this yet or not.
Park rat.
Make yourself big, Bill.
Because I'm doing
That's right, Jeff.
where I'm going over the same area with the Vanquish, the Double Score, and the Xterra Pro to see what I missed. This thing was just under the leaves on the ground by a tree root. I mean, it wasn't even buried in the dirt. Just the
Is that-
backside was.
Is that ivory?
That's
You know?
pretty.
That is a compact, I'd say, from the 40s. It's brass, white enamel on it.
Oh, it's
Wow.
enamel. Okay. That's cool.
And not too far away from it, have you ever seen the O'Brien Brothers coverall rivets and buttons?
No, I don't think I have.
It's got a duck head on it. Now, the difference on this one from all the ones I found online, on the button, on the regular ones, I'll show it on this. It will say O'Brien Brothers all the way across the top. This one says O'Brien on the top with Brothers on the bottom.
Oh,
It's the only one I've seen like that. So I have no idea what year or, whoops, not what I want. So I have no idea what year that was put out, but I keep looking, but all I find is the ones with the whole name of the company across the top. So, ooh, from an old Fort Wayne Doctor, that would be sweet.
well, good luck, John.
Really, Brian?
Yeah, I'm hoping just to hit that old home site behind my house this Thursday.
Yeah, that's nice when you don't even have to drive anywhere.
Right, just get out. I just got to walk like 20 feet out my backyard. Of course, though, the hillsides like this, I got to walk down. But
Oh, sorry, Deej.
oh, got to get more. I need new glasses. I thought Dee said she's got to make more laundry detergent. I was getting ready to ask, how do you do that? And please send me how.
Bye, Deej. It's like
Later,
me running
Deej.
to the store because
See
we're
you,
almost
Deej.
out of milk or we're out of milk and nobody tells us.
Uh huh.
Well, I used to make my own soap. Lye soap. Real easy. I worked at a metal shop. In the old days, they didn't buy acetylene in a bottle. You made your own acetylene.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of the powder, but you put it. They had a thing called an acetylene generator. It was a big tank with a glass bottle on the top with a lever. Put this powder in there, drop the powder in the water. It produced two things. It made acetylene gas, and the stuff that was dumped out on the bottom was lye. So we'd save that
There
up,
you go.
pour it into molds, and make soap.
I thought lye wasn't good for you.
I don't know. I used lye soap for years. Never had any problems.
So why do we dump lye on stuff but the chemical ain't really good for you?
Just don't
Well,
eat it.
if you leave
Yeah.
it sitting on it, when you soap, you're washing it back off and it scrubs all the garbage off. Because we used to buy bags of lye to dump in outhouses.
Right,
Keeps the
right.
smell down and the flies out. So
Yeah, I just didn't think that stuff was good to be around.
I don't know. They said like what was it? What was the stuff we used to use on concrete to get the grease off? That would actually eat the concrete in the bottom of your boots.
Muriatic acid.
TS something. I can't remember. TSP. And now they told you the fumes from it are bad for your lungs. And this, you can still buy this stuff, but nobody wants to use it. But man,
Hey, PA
if you want to
Patriot.
get concrete white, it'll do it. Dan,
TSP,
PA, how you doing,
Shannon.
brother?
Yep, that's what Shannon said. TSP.
Toilet
Yeah.
paper stops poop.
No, trisodium phosphate. That's what it's called. The same stuff they used to wash dishes in restaurants. Yeah, back lime or lye, either one, Marty. Both do the same thing. We always tell people
Hey,
there's
Dan.
a bag with a cup in it. When you're done, dump a cup in the hole. Powder, Shannon. We used to get it when I worked in the restaurants. We'd get it in 100-pound barrels
Oh, yeah, just leave.
and just dump it on the sidewalk, water it down, and scrub. Your, the scrub brushes they have for restaurants with the stiff bristles that are like 6 inches deep. You'd wear one of those out in a month, no problem, and take the bristles right off. But you had to clean the sidewalks.
I know growing up, we didn't have a lot of
Nice.
sidewalks. Dogs left their bombs everywhere.
No, it's a phosphate, John. It's not an axle acid. It's sodium phosphate.
You gotta take care of that.
Yep. Prior to painting, that's what I used it for too. Cleaning in restaurants and before you painted. Now they have that stuff kills. You paint over smokers' houses and it still leaks through. Use
really?
TSP on the walls. The nicotine was gone. Borax. Yeah, that's pretty much, but that stuff's really watered down. Funny, no Rob tonight.
He might be here later, but it is kind of late for him already. Because usually he's
Yeah,
in here by
way
now.
late.
There he is.
Speak to the devil.
Speaking of the devil, hey Joel.
Hi, Joel. Hi, Rob.
Rob was just waiting to hear his name. Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel. So is Rob going to find the link?
Almost did the wrong one again. 20 Mule Team Borax. The funny thing is, they weren't actually 20 mules in those teams. There was 18 mules, and the two lead were horses. Having some stomach issues tonight. Give me. Oh, okay, Rob. No problem. You're not feeling up to it, Rob.
Well, just remember, wash your hands afterwards, Rob.
No, he saw me up on screen, and that was it. It tore his stomach apart. He's not used to seeing me here.
As Michael Landon said to his wife on Little House on the Prairie, take 2 enemas and call the doctor in the morning.
That was a good show.
It was funny.
Yeah, I used to watch that growing up. It had a lot of
Yeah.
morals. Oh, wait, morals. What are those? Nobody knows what those are today, do they?
No, not anymore.
The outtakes were hilarious.
Oh God, yes.
From
That's
Michael
where
Landon.
he said that and turned around and walked right into the doorway because he was taller, knocked himself out cold right after he said that. That's what's so funny about it.
Oh, excuse me.
That's another actor that died too young.
Yeah, what pancreatic cancer? Didn't he have that?
Something I can't remember.
I think that's what took
Patrick
his life.
Swayze had that. I don't know about Michael Landon. All I know is he was only 49, 50. He wasn't very
Yeah.
old.
No, I even
But
liked
you
him
look
in
at a
that
lot of-
Highway to.
A
Wait,
lot of the
what?
actors around that era, a lot of them died young.
What else
Surprising.
is Michael Landon playing?
Highway to Heaven.
Highway to Hell,
Okay, yep. Yeah, all right.
Bonanza. Oh,
Yeah,
PA
Bonanza.
Patriots coming up. It'll let me
Hello,
in.
guys.
Hey, Dan.
Oh,
How
there
you
goes
doing?
the neighborhood. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, boy. What's up,
Got 2 guys
babyface?
up here from Pennsylvania.
I deserve that. I know.
Hope everything went well
Yeah.
with your
Yeah,
date.
well enough that we're planning
Right
another
back.
one.
There you go. What's up, Danny boy?
Not much, man. Not much. How's the gold panning going for you?
Oh, man, I was out high banking Sunday, man. I'm still sore. Ugh.
Yeah. I'm sore because I wiped out on a skateboard at my age.
Whoa. Yeah, I bet you that hurt, bro.
I dumped it in aisle 9. Wait,
And the
Walmart.
best part was Dan was just standing on it when he wiped out. It wasn't moving.
Oh no, I was trying to do an ollie.
I haven't been on a skateboard in years, man.
Neither have I. And I haven't dumped on a skateboard in years. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad I can still take a fall.
Man, we used to do skateboards and the bikes and all that crazy stuff, break dancing.
Yep.
Yep.
What's going on, everybody? Billy, I got them merch, man. That was cool.
Yeah, I saw that. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So good seeing you out there sluicing today. Dredging.
Yeah, that was fun.
So true, Georgianne. So
Yeah.
true.
Except for the dog
my-
at the end. Yeah, it wasn't cool.
I got to get my ass around to printing out a gold pen because down where I Metal Tech now, river running right through there with some bends in it with gravel.
There you go.
Maybe.
Hey, Relic Reaper.
See if there's anything in it.
Reaper. Yeah, so
Come on, how you doing?
I was packing everything up, right, to leave the creek. And I see this pit bull come up. Yeah, I'm in the woods by myself, right? And it's a stout looking pit bull, man. And I was like, man, this ain't good. And it was barking at me from the road. You know, I was down about, I don't know, 150 yards or 200 yards down in the woods. And it's barking like viciously at me. You know, I pulled my knife out and just opened it and kept it in my hand, like pointing this way. And I walked up, man, and the dog charged me. You know what I mean? So I went like this. I was going to stab it. I'm not getting attacked by a pit bull, because they can break your bones.
Well, they
And,
don't let go either.
and a lady and 2 kids walked up. I'm like, oh shit. So she called the dog back, and you know, it kept coming at me like 2-3 times, you know, and she was yelling at it and it was jumping. So I started yelling at it, and then it like backed off, you know what I mean? But I was like, yo, man, I'm not getting attacked by this dog. I felt bad afterwards, but
Well, isn't there a leash law?
Yeah, dogs and the
That's
wisdom
what
bother me is when you're out in the brush and you hear the brush crunching and it's a freaking deer running away from something, because they'll run right over
yeah,
Yeah.
you.
yeah, I was a little startled, man. That was it was a little scary, to be honest with you. The dog ran down the hill at me, and it was 3 feet from me, and that's when I drew out my knife, you know, drew it up. I was like, I'm not letting this dog attack me. I don't care if the kids are there or not.
I love dogs, but if my dog ever attacked me, I'd put him down in a
Hi,
heartbeat.
Jackson.
Zach, what's up, brother? Reaper, the plaque doctor's in the house too.
Yep.
But other than that, it was a great time, man. I don't know how much gold I got. I'm going to do that Sunday on the clean out. But running the high banker was fun. I got the dry land dredge for the first time. A little different than I thought it would have been, but all good.
So what is the what's the most that you pulled out in one day?
Not much. 1/4 gram was the most I ever found, you know? And that was down in North Carolina. So where we were at over the weekend, me and Lester was PA, you know, a place called Rock Bottom Creek. And we usually don't find too much gold there. And Lester found a couple pieces. So we've been going out there, I guess, 3 times in the last 4 weeks because of the rain. And we got about 1/4 gram all 3 times, you know?
So slowly
That's
will add up.
more than I ever found.
Well, yeah, it's again, there's really not much gold here. If you find a speck, you're doing good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went out there one day and dug for 4.5 hours and ran it through the sluice, cleaned out this crevice with quartz in it, and I found like two specks. 4.5 hours, and it was tough digging. But Lester found this bend where there's a lot of gold. Not a lot, but you know, like 20 specks a day. And finding a
that's
little
why
bit of gold
I'm
is
not
better than finding none.
Right.
I'm not expecting to find anything here because Eastern Tennessee is known for gold. Here there was iron mines, aluminum mines, zinc mines, no gold mines. So I'm figuring I'm not going to find any gold, but I'll try.
Right.
It's right there.
How far out west are you?
I'm middle of Tennessee, Clarksville.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, right where I go metal detecting, where the river is, that was an old iron mine. So probably not going to find nothing pyrite down there. So.
Did I see B. Higgles in here?
At one point
Yep.
it was. I don't know.
Was.
If it's
Yeah,
still
that bums here.
If he's still here, I hope he comes out to Freedom Fest May 17th, 18th, and 19th. That would be really cool to meet him.
Not
Brian.
only that, you'll have somebody that's a professional digger. I mean, that boy digs a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, yay, Marty, old lead mines around you? That's not good.
I got a little bit of gold here from panning some stuff out Sunday night. I can show you.
Ooh, shiny.
There we go.
A little bit of shine.
Color in the pan.
Nice.
Some nice pickers there, man.
I'll send you my address. You can just mail those to me, and we'll be fine.
Mark, I'll just get you out there and get you some yourself, brother. If you're in PA.
Yeah, anytime I'm over on your side of the state, I will.
Yeah, call us up.
I hear that's all it takes to get gold fever too. Is what's in that pan.
What's in that
Yeah.
pan?
I found one tiny speck, and I've been hooked ever since 2 years ago.
All righty, Shannon.
Yeah,
Take care.
it's like
Good night,
coming
Shannon.
from back home. I lived on Highway 49, the gold belt of the country.
See you,
And you
Shannon.
get
Have
people
a
out
good
there.
one.
you get people out there all the time. They get a claim and they think they go out and work 3 or 4 hours a day and get rich. And you look at them and go, "No, you work at a mining claim.
Nah.
You're talking 12 to 16-hour days, 7 days a week if you want to make a
Yep.
living."
Yeah, and you're lucky. Sometimes you're lucky if you
And you're
find a
lucky.
gram.
All right, Brian, take
I
care.
got lucky in 1977. We had a friend of mine. We inherited a mining claim from an old boy we knew. That at the time gold was $250 an ounce, and it assayed out to $48 a square yard on a 28-acre placer claim.
Good night, Brian.
Higgles, come to Freedom Fest in Greensburg, Indiana, March 17th, 18th, and 19th. Come by one of them days.
But he left us the claim and the equipment, but all the equipment was torn up because he hadn't been up in there in so long. People were stealing stuff, shooting it up. So we're going, well, we got a claim. We know the gold's there and no way to get the equipment running anytime soon. And we ran into some people, and the going rate back then was you could have a claim and have somebody work it. They do all the work and give you 10%. When we showed this guy the assay papers, he goes, "I'll give you 15%. I go, "Do it, buddy."
Right?
Tim and I looked at each other. Hey, we'll split 15% down the middle. They do all the work. We're good to go.
That's in Greenburg, Higgles. Greensburg, Indiana.
Greens.
And I am by Scranton. I'm in Philadelphia, Drummond.
Oh, you're kind of close to Drummond.
Yeah.
Joel's like almost in the middle of the state, I believe.
If he's up by Scranton, there was a gold mine up there, and there could be some gold in the creeks up there.
Limestone by Jim. Huh.
I'm actually just charging my my detector tonight. I'm going to try and get out there one day this week if it doesn't rain all week.
You got
Yeah.
a lot of rain out there too.
Yeah, you do, Georgian. It's $50 for the weekend if you're going in the creek to go prospecting. If you're not, I don't think it costs anything, but you have to get in touch with Can Do Veteran, who'll let you know what's up. Him and Grease Monkey.
When is that going to be? When is
May
Freedom Fest?
17th, 18th, and 19th, I believe.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Joel's in the Carlisle area.
Drummond's name is Joe. I didn't know that. Hi, Joe.
Joel. Yeah, drum and detect. Joel likes to drum and detect.
I got
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
name as this guy over there.
This guy right here.
Yeah, that guy.
This guy. Yeah. My name's not really Danny. I just
No?
use it. No. No.
I thought it was.
No, I just put it up there so nobody knows what my real name is.
He's
It's
full of
Zelda.
I'm joking.
No, we don't know.
shit. He's full of poop, Dan.
I was gonna say Mark and Bill knows me for years ago on the Hunter GT streams.
Yep.
Along with
Oh,
Finders
God.
Keepers and
Friday Marble Night.
Oh no, we're not going there,
Remember
Bill.
that
No. I hated marbles.
Mark
Oh
hated
my
the
god.
Friday Marble Night games. Dan and I loved them.
yeah, I loved it. It was fun.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
There
And,
you go.
you know, he was
Georgian's got a
saying-
ticket. I'm good, Georgian. I've been taking
Hi,
wrenching
Joel.
them guys out, and he got me a ticket this time.
Good night,
so,
Joel.
Yeah. I appreciate it, though.
So I take it Georgiana
Well, you know, Dan-
and Indiana also.
Yeah, I
Hunter
heard she's
City.
going out there. It'll be pretty cool to meet her.
I missed.
Yeah,
Oh,
John.
yeah, we all miss Hunter's streams too. He's
Yep.
even given up his
Yeah.
Facebook page now.
Yeah.
Who-
I lost all
who
my
is it?
finds. No, I didn't know. They're on my Facebook page.
The Hunter GT, Dan. He was a
Oh.
big metal detecting guru guy.
Right.
Yeah.
If you needed equipment, you went to see him because he would give you some awesome ass deals.
Right.
Not only that, he did a lot of reviews on metal detectors too. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
he
couldn't
knew
even
his
keep
stuff.
track how many
he-
review
And you
videos.
could call him up and say, "How do I set this machine up to do this?" And he'd tell you. So
We tell you.
That's what I need. I need to go out with somebody that knows what they're doing and can help me set up my machine because I don't know if it's set up right.
Well, Dan, then I guess you and I are never going out detecting.
We go out. We'll just probably find cancel all day.
Dan,
That's it.
Dan, what machine are you using?
You know, I got the X-Tire Pro, brother.
Oh, the Xterra Pro?
Air Pro.
Yeah.
I'll tell you straight up with that. Take anything that sounds good.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about the numbers. Just
Yeah.
take anything that sounds good.
Yeah.
I
High
mean,
tones.
High tones, low tone, mid tones. It don't matter. Just take anything that sounds good.
So dig it all.
Pretty
Dig
much.
it all, y'all.
I
much,
mean,
yeah.
if you're
that's
on
with any
shallow
machine,
target,
really. Dig it
shallow
all.
I-
targets, they read
Yeah.
the VDI will lock on, but it's just
The first,
to me it bounces around way too much to actually know what you're actually pulling out.
right.
I
The first
noticed
time
the
I
VDI is
used it, I found
The VDI
that
is
40.
accurate down to about 4 inches. Below 4 inches is when it really starts jumping all over the place.
Right.
Gary.
Yeah, I noticed
Right,
it goes from
right.
like 30 to 50 and all around.
I mean, I dug bottle caps at 90 when it should have been a quarter.
Right.
And it's like that was shallow too. I mean,
Yeah.
and I dig a bottle cap at 43. It's like, wow, really? But
Reaper said he'll take cancel out of, over not getting out.
Mm-hmm.
I just run my Xterra Pro in field mode, 10 kilohertz, and like Danny says, dig it what sounds good.
yeah, I noticed,
Heck, Manicore does the same thing.
Gary. I noticed that field mode when I accidentally put it over in field mode, the mid tones actually had a high tone to it. I don't know if that's because I was in 5-tone or what it was, because I don't ever dig in field mode. But it's like I noticed, wait a minute, why am I in, oh man, I accidentally hit the button over. And I was supposed to be in part
Yeah, it
two.
does. It changes the tone. Yeah.
Yeah, it threw me
But-
off big time.
You know, pretty much anything from a nickel on up is going to have a high tone. Everything under that nickel is going to be a low tone, which is fine by me, and I know.
Okay.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to take off.
Well, Mark,
Good
have
night, Mark.
fun on
Yeah.
your
Mark,
date.
good seeing you, brother.
Good
Have a
seeing you
good night.
guys. Have a good
Peace.
night.
Good luck on your second date.
Thank you. Thank you.
Third date. Good luck on
Third
your
That's
third
right.
date,
Third date. You my third date.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That means she must like you, dude.
Yeah. She says she does. She says she does. I like her. She's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's great, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
All righty. See you guys.
See you, bud.
Good night, man.
Torche, what's up, buddy?
Oh, really, Gary? Well, with the Xterra Pro the other day, I just found this old 1940s vintage brass compact.
Nice. I'll tell you, the first time I went out with it, I found that 43 War Nickel and the 44 Merc. You know, they were down about 6 inches and about
Yep.
6 feet from each other. You know,
Nice.
other than that, it's all cancel
Yeah,
and bottle caps.
So are you running
that's
yours?
why I like.
Do you run it in all metal?
I don't even know what I'm doing, dude, to be honest
No.
with you. I'm so green at metal detecting, just about as green as that color right there.
Oh boy.
Well, the best
Um,
thing you do, Dan, you got the manual on your phone on it.
Yep.
On the Xterra Pro.
Yep.
Just open it up, read through the whole thing a couple times, and just slowly read it. And what it says will really be a big help.
Another thing too, do you know what you're hunting for when you go out hunting? Do you know like what you want to find or would like to find?
No, I mean, I'm looking for coins mostly, and you know, I just want to keep finding cancel.
So, I mean, for coin shooting, I think the Park 1 and Park 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So field mode and
yeah, I
field
know how to
mode
do
is
that.
more
Like,
relics and so forth. I think.
I went down the beach. I used beach mode. I found some coins down there, you know, and then I used Park 1 and Park 2 for when I'm in the parks. And you know, I really haven't been in a field yet, so I haven't used that mode. So, but I at least know that much.
The Cancelar always sounds good. I don't care what machine you're using; it's going to sound good.
Right.
Yep.
You can't avoid it. You want to avoid
Canslaw,
it.
the round steel or brass grommets for tarps, they sound
Mhm.
good on every machine.
Washers.
It's just because the detectors not only go by material, they go by shape. So anything round, it's going to see as a coin.
Cool.
Yeah, this chunk
Oh,
of
good
aluminum.
evening.
That was about a 43. So
Yeah.
and that was in field mode, but it sounded so good. I was like, wow, do I got something that's good under there? Nope.
Mhm. Diana, Crazy Better Mercury, what's up? Marty V says, go online and look for a vid chart for your machine. Learn your numbers.
How
Well,
can you
Marty,
learn the
that would
numbers on the
work with
Xterra
most
Pro?
machines, but with the Xterra Pro, that doesn't really work because it's really jumpy. I mean, super jumpy. If the thing's not like 4 inches or closer and laying flat, it's going to be all over the board.
Excuse me, 1 sec, guys.
I mean, my Xterra Pro videos, I was pretty harsh on the machine, but I tried almost everything, every combination you could think of to try to get those VDIs to lock on, and I just couldn't do it. Ground balanced, adjusted the sensitivity, tweaked out the FBs. Just I don't know. I even threw the 6-inch coil on it, and just I don't know. I just couldn't feel it.
Yeah. No, I understand. No, it took me at first I liked it, then I hated it, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna keep this machine and keep pounding away with it till I, can figure out where I want it and I can get used to it, which I finally did. One thing I do know, if it jumps around in the middle of the VDI numbers, like from 25 to 60 all the time, it's probably gonna be junk.
Wow. So would they be saying that because of the jumping VDIs, could it be that precise on what the metal is and the components of that metal, and that's why it's jumping? I don't know. I mean,
Like I said, I noticed if it's not very deep, the VDI can be good. Which once it gets down past like 4 inches, it's a crapshoot. And that depends on the soil. If you got good soil, if you've got mineralized soil,
well, I guess
one thing I do know: square nails ring up on that damn thing a perfect 22 every time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine's telling me that you have to get 100 hours on the machine before you really understand it. So I got about 15 or 20, I guess.
It depends on the machine. Yeah, the Xterra would probably take 50, 60 hours. Some of your other machines, no, 10 hours will do it. But
Papa.
whenever you got some more than a few adjustments, it can take a while.
Yeah, they usually
Like your
say,
Manicore.
they usually tell you in the instruction book to do air tests on coins and whatever else, but you could do the air test on the Xterra Pro. But again, if you're digging deeper than 4 inches, the VDI is gonna be off.
Right. I seen you doing that and started doing it myself now.
Yeah.
Like I had a gold nugget. It came up
on,
as a 19, So.
Yeah. But
the
then
19's a good
on the
gold
ground
range
too.
anyway
If you got
for
clean
rings.
ground, it's one thing. If you've got mineralized ground, it throws it off. So
it'll be jumping
that's
all
one
over
thing I
the
really
place.
liked about the Vanquish. You run with the Vanquish, you run over mineralized ground. The thing's all over the place. But if there's a target there, it'll lock onto it. Tell you, okay, this is a shield penny. So,
Well, Bill, I've never experienced that with the Vanquishes.
well, down here and back in Northern California, I'm talking 2 areas that were heavy into mining.
Okay.
Northern California, there was 29 separate minerals in the ground that could affect a metal detector, and we had them all.
Wow.
So you would
That's a
hit
lot.
spots where there was none. You'd walk 10 feet away, and the detector would go nuts because you can't manual ground balance it. So it's getting all the signals from that minerals.
That's right. You can't manually ground them.
if there was a nickel, I'd get a solid 13. If there was a quarter, I'd get a solid number. Your memorials come up.
That's weird, Bill, because you get a solid 13 on nickels. Up here, it's even with the Vanquish and the 600, my nickels always came in between 11, 12, and 13s. But never a solid 13 would be a nickel for me. It was either going to be an 11 or 12 or a solid 12.
Yeah, you could get pull tabs too. You
Right.
get pull tabs in that range too, especially the old beaver tail.
But I never dug a nickel. I
The
don't
thing
think
is,
it was
I
on
did-
solid 13.
I dug a lot of nickels that were 13, but the thing is, you knew what it was. Whereas with the Xterra, you're going, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I got.
I'm figuring another 20, 30 years, I'm going to have it licked.
Do you know Team Lynch?
Lynch?
When she uses the Xterra Pro on the beach and stuff, I mean, she's done pretty good. I don't know how she's doing it, but she's been finding some good stuff with it.
Yeah, I didn't do too bad on the beach with it. Having it in beach mode, Went down to Jersey Shore. I should look up with them. They're right over in Jersey.
Okay, I will say that when I use the beach mode here, just to try it on regular ground, it's more stable. Don't know why, because I had everything preset to the same ground balance, but
Yeah, I think when I used it to Adventures with Popeye, I lowered my sensitivity down too, but I don't think it really made too much of a difference. And then people are saying that you had to ground balance the thing and then run another noise cancel. And it's like, it's a simple turn on and go machine. You shouldn't have to go through this and that and everything else to get it to go if it states turn on and go. I mean, that was my other issue.
Yeah, I know you were messing with the settings, Dan, and I tried doing it too and screwed it all up. I wasn't finding anything, and
Right.
I factory reset it again and got back to the factory settings and start buying some more coins.
Yeah, I mean, I tried a lot of stuff with that Xterra Pro, and I just bashed it because it didn't suit me. It works for others, doesn't work for some,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just go back and use the Vanquish 540 over the Xterra Pro.
It's got to work for you.
Yeah. I don't toot my own horn, but I do dig a lot of clad, and every machine I've used, I've learned exactly what the clad sounds were almost on right away, and that's what I just kept doing. And now I know I'm running out of clad in spots that I go to, so now I'm going to start tweaking with machines more and seeing how much more I can get out of it and what I've missed over the years with the other machines. Not saying that the other machines could hit what the 700s hitting on, because I never really tweaked around with it that much,
Right.
So
Yeah, I'll get it. Once I get a little more experience, I'll be all right.
it's all for fun. I mean, you look at Juice. Juice digs. Can you dig it metal detecting? He digs everything and anything, and he comes across some really good stuff. But he doesn't care what he's digging. He just goes and it beeps. He digs.
I love his videos.
That boy's pulling out gold rings, silver rings, necklaces, you name it. I mean, but he digs. He'll show, and he digs a lot of this stuff too. Cancela.
Yep.
oh yeah,
Some days he goes out and says, I'm getting stuff that's not deep, and he pulls rings out. I'm like, this is crazy.
So does he know what he's doing when he's out there metal detecting? I'm sure he has quite a bit of insight on what he's using, but he just goes out and he has fun and he digs whatever he feels like digging when he digs it. Gary says he loves the 900.
Yeah, Swamp Dog got a good deal on a Equinox 800, brand new in the box for $600.
Who did?
Swamp Dog.
Wow.
That was a great. He's like, "Is this a good deal?" I'm like, "Grab that, brother, right now." If you don't want it, I'll buy it.
He said he got the what for how much again?
Equinox 800 for $600.
Wow.
Brand new in the box.
So that would be like you, Bill.
Well, they
getting
got the 600 on sale right now for $499.
What the 500 is? I saw that. Yeah.
600 for 500.
Yeah,
The
that's
only
what Dan
difference
meant.
between the 6 and the 8 is you don't have the gold settings on the 6.
Yeah, and another thing too is you don't have the finder adjustments when you want to adjust your FPs.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and I'm wondering if that actually makes a big difference too. If that does actually make quite a bit of difference, not just a little bit, quite a bit.
You're speaking Greek to me. What?
So on the on your Xterra Pro, if you go over to your recovery speed, you can change the reactivity of how long it will take for it to beep off the target and into your box. So that if you're set on 3, you're at an even sweep. But if you lower it to 2 and 1, you actually have to slow your sweep speed down. And it's supposed to be deeper if you go lower. But if you hit the cogs button, I think if you hold the cogs button down or one of the buttons, it's going to be the cogs button. You'll come up and you'll pop up a screen that says FE on it.
There he is.
It'll be 0 to 3 on your Xterra Pro. 0 means you'll let in more of iron, and then 1 would be less, and then 3 would be pretty much deleting all of the iron. But the FE will only work if you're running all metal and in multi-tone. It won't work on any single frequency setting. So,
Tom Kingery, what's up, buddy?
Well, how you doing, Rob?
you look a little pale.
I'm learning the hard way that Ginger Ale and I do not get along.
That's usually the opposite. It helps us.
What?
Yeah, no, it apparently it apparently goes right through me, and then I was going to come back and say I've been sitting with ice packs on my side because I was going to say I pulled something in the bathroom, but that doesn't sound good. So let's just say I strained something in the bathroom.
Hey, you do look a little pale, Rob.
Get better, Rob.
Something oblique on my side I strained, so I've been sitting there with an ice pack on for the last 10, 15 minutes since I just left, but man, my side hurts. I got a pain in my side. But anyway, you guys are talking about the 6 and the 800. Technically, Bill, you weren't right. The 600 does have the gold settings. It has the same gold settings as the 800. You just can't use them separately.
Yeah.
It's got the 20 and the 40 kilohertz. It's got all the 5 same frequencies the 800 does.
Right.
You just can't use them. You can't use the top 2 separately.
Single frequency. Yeah. Same with the Vanquish. It's got the 40 kilohertz, but you can't run it just on 40. You can't run it on any single frequencies.
No, but those Vanquishes are set up just nice too.
That's some great gold PA.
Oh, yeah.
No, Diane, I
this
do
is
not
silver.
have an appendix. That came out during a night of drinking on my 10th night in England, and that's a long story in itself. I was in England. I was in England bar hopping with the guys I was staying with in England.
You sound like you're on a mission.
My appendix burst. They rushed me to the hospital. I was in severe pain. I got to the hospital about 3 a.m. We were all drunkard and shit. And this quiet emergency room, the guy I was staying with, Greg, he started slamming the counter. He's like, "Service, we need some service. We got a sick American out here." And I'm sucking over in pain, and they wheel me back in a gurney, and the doctor does the old finger up the ass trick, and he says, "Hey, your appendix is about to burst. You need emergency surgery." And by the time they got me prepped for surgery and put the mask on, and I counted backwards from 100, it had already burst open. And the time they cut me open, it had already burst, and they had to take a suction and suck all the poison from my appendix off all my organs. And let me tell you something, they were not gentle about it. And when I woke up on anesthesia about 3 hours later and the pain meds were off, oh my God, I thought I'd been worked over by the baseball team and the Warriors. Let me tell you, I had never felt pain like that in my life.
And you were trash wicked too, huh?
That doesn't sound
Good
like
night,
it
Pataro.
was a
Thank you
good
for
deal.
being here.
Yeah. I'm surprised the pain meds even worked if you were that trashed.
Now, yeah, sorry, yeah, no, god damn, she was gangrene. Yeah, no, mine just burst right there on the table, on the operating table. Yes, it did, Diana.
Wow.
I've had 2 serious pains in my life. One was the appendix bursting, and the second was when I tore I forget what it's called. I guess your quad muscle in your thigh. When I tore my muscle, and I
See you,
didn't know.
Bhutan.
I kept taking aspirin, but I didn't know that aspirin just increases your blood flow. That's how it gets rid of your headache. So the more that I took aspirin, the more it put blood into the tear, and the more it gave me pain. I kept taking more aspirin, and
Damn.
So I got me a new pan, man.
look at that baby.
It's for cutting clay up. These blades in here cut up the clay as you're swishing it back and forth. Because the clay, when it rolls down your sluice in a ball, picks up all the gold that's in your sluice and takes it with it, shoots it right out the sluice.
Oh,
So
So
you
how many
break it up.
times-
You break it up with these blades, and then you run it through the sluice.
So how many
Which is
times has your sluice been clogged up by clay?
Sometimes that happens as well.
Clay is worse than mud,
Hi,
isn't it?
Mary.
Yeah, it is because
Mary's back.
it's sticky. Mary's here.
Yep.
Hi, Mary. We love Mary.
But I thought the gold would stay on top of the clay and not be sunken in.
Clay will act like false bedrock, so it'll land on there and it'll stay there. But when you run it through your sluice, if you don't have it all broke up like chocolate milk, it's going to roll down your sluice, and because it's sticky, it's going to pick up any gold that's in there and take it right out of the sluice.
Right.
Like if you have a little ball of it, it'll just roll down the sluice and take it. So you got to make sure it's broke up.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to gold panning. Or
Yeah,
gold
man.
prospecting.
Prospecting's a
check
lot
out-
of work no matter how you do it, Danny.
Yeah.
I had my high banker out on Sunday, and I was there with Lester. Lester left about 12 o'clock. I left about 1. Took me about an hour and a half to wrap everything up and carry it out to the road so I could put it in my truck. Man, I was like,
Oh man.
Between my sophomore and junior year in high school in the
We
summer,
miss you,
I was
Mary.
a mucker
Thank you.
at the hard rock mine. So,
Mary,
I had to fill the
that clay between my ears makes me about 6 figures a year.
I haven't seen Mary in a long time, and she's already coming out with the jokes.
she
was 1-0.
she is on it. She always gets
Yeah.
all over me. I even work when I'm hurt, don't I, Mary?
Hey, everybody, if you haven't left a comment in the last few minutes, leave a comment. Well, I'll it's not too many names, so
Comment.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Comment. What are we racing for?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
Well, I got something. So
What do I got here that we can race
I
for?
didn't even know tonight was a giveaway night.
What do I got
Keep
here?
your Gatorade
well, it
nights
was
open,
supposed to
guys.
be, but I was going to do other things tonight, but they didn't come through, so it's going to have to wait till next week.
Oh wow.
But, I got a 40% Kennedy half silver here, a 68.
Ooh.
Along with going with it is a uncirculated Maya Anglo quarter, brand new,
Whoa. Anglo?
still in the package.
Blow yourself up. Let's take a look at that thing. I love
Okay.
foreign coins.
It's not foreign. This is American, but
Oh.
Howdy, Papa.
it's a
Well, we all
come
lost. Happy Flag Doctor one. That thing's shiny,
Kennedy
shiny.
there, or George Washington there, and the backside is a Maya Angel. And along with that, a little smegma on it, but a 1968 Kennedy 40%.
Nice.
I'll be giving that away.
Good night, honey. I love you too, but I can't tell the chat that. Well, there's no need to race tonight. Doctor won, and he's saying thank you.
Wow.
What?
The happy doctor won.
What's what, Marty? The one coin? It's a brand new George Washington. What do they call it?
Yeah, I like your
Maya
flag back there.
Anglo quarter.
What's that, brother?
I like your flag. I guess it's wooden.
Yeah, that's a can-do flag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting a Swifty raid in
Hi,
right
Karen.
now. That's gonna be awesome.
50 raid. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, the half, it's a 68 Kennedy, 40%er.
Hi, Miss Karen.
And the $50, they shut off being silver at what, 71?
70.
70,
64.
okay.
But
No,
they
no,
made it
64
was the
silver.
last. 64 was the last of the 90%, and 65 to
Percenter.
70 was 40%. But 1970s was also an NIFC year, and I've never actually seen a 1970 Kennedy.
Swifty.
But you can
I think I
also,
got one.
they're making the silver proof sets again with halves and
Nice.
quarters.
So you're saying that I can get rid of the 71s and 72s if they're not going to be silver at all, right?
Nope.
They're just clad, yeah. There's no
Okay.
silver in them.
I know I have a
But if you run
69. I
across-
think I might have
If
a
somebody
70.
actually dumps a 2020 to 2024 S proof set on you, look it up real close because chances are it's silver.
Mike in that box, that he got those 20 silvers that he did live last week that you were telling about, and I went back and watched it. That silver proof he found was just absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, it was.
That's crazy.
Bill, I've already found one commemorative half this year.
Oh, nice.
Okay, the 1970s only had, the reason I've never found one is they only minted
I'll have one.
2.15 million. And the
One
proofs, the proofs they only minted 2.6 million, the 1970s. Oh, holy shit! The 1970s, an MS-65 is a $75 coin. Even in MS-63, it's a $20 coin. I've been coin rolling hunting $50 for 5 years, and I've never seen one.
Wow.
Well, Rob, I'm going to start buying quarters here to hunt through. The other day I was at a gas station, and I was talking to the guy that worked there. We were talking about, the change and stuff, and he holds up this bag, one of those quart sandwich bags, and it was half full of silver quarters that he got in change there.
Wow.
I looked at him, I said,
Troy has a thing with all his cash register people at his Home Depot he works at. One of the girls in the register called him over. She got a freaking Indian head and change.
yeah. But can you imagine, there must have been 30 silver quarters in that bag, and he got them. He goes, this was just from the last 2 days.
Every week, Dalton sends me a picture of a dime or quarter that silver that comes into Home Depot. I mean, obviously not that many at one time, but almost every week Dalton gets the silver from his cashiers at home
Well, the guy
Walmart.
said it was a pretty heavy week.
At the Corn Star?
He goes, I averaged 10 to 15 silver quarters a week through here. I went, really?
Most of
In
them coin
frickin'
store, but some of
Tennessee.
them come in the register too.
I'm going to add a little picker to the giveaway. Little gold
Oh,
picker.
sweet.
Happy Blake. Did I just win a Ukrainian
Dan.
election? Oh, Bart Cubbins is here. We got to add Mr. Bart in. Good evening, Bart.
Hi,
What's up,
Bart.
that I just win in a Ukrainian election.
That's pretty
They
cool.
canceled that election this year, dude.
Why?
I don't know. You gotta ask Zelensky.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't. Why
No,
can't
but
we
you-
have a comedian as a president?
Well, you gotta ask Victoria Newland before she retires next week.
But Plaque Doctor, you did win the $1 million Polish sweepstakes, $1 a year for 1,000,000 years. So be happy.
Adventures with Swifty.
That would be my lottery, Bill.
Hi, Swifty. Now it's rigged. Swifty's here.
Oh, great! Nobody's gonna win now.
Just Swifty. It's just the way he planned it.
Hey, Denise actually came home with a whole bunch of change yesterday. She went to the Winn-Dixie store to get groceries, and they have the automated machines you can use to do your self checkout. And somebody left
Nice,
all the
Mark.
change in the change part. She came home with a whole handful of change. I'm like, look at Denise checking the machine.
Look at Marty pulled 50 plus silver nickel roll hunting in the past year.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, Marty.
What years did they stop making silver nickels?
They only made it 3 years.
1945 was last year.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
4 years. 42, 43, 44, and 45. And 42, they didn't start making them until October. So you'll have 42s without the big mint mark on the
Hi,
back,
Patty.
and those aren't silver. And then you'll have the ones they made like 2/3 of them aren't silver, but 1/3 of the ones from 42 are silver. And then all the 43s, 44s, and 45s are all 35% silver.
Oh,
So
even
69 is nothing.
no. 64s won't be.
Dirt clad metal detecting Patty. What's up?
Oh, guys, since we have a nice little audience here, me and Marty are going to talk this week. But Marty, Mr. Marty Verstel, is going to be the mystery guest on the. You guys will get an exclusive that he's going to be our mystery guest on the stream Sunday, and
Nice.
he has a surprise announcement for. I don't even want to call it a bucket lister. I'm going to call it a once in a lifetime find. And
Cool.
I have already seen the picture of it, and it is. I've been watching YouTube now for almost 7 years of metal detecting, and in 7 years of metal detecting, I've seen one besides Marty's Doug on film. One.
Well, that's pretty cool.
That's how rare this piece is.
Everybody, quick, tickle Marty to get it out of him. If not, start tickling Rob. What is it?
Thanks, Marty. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving anything away. I'm not saying whether it's a relic or a coin or a bottle or anything.
Hey, Zach, what's up, buddy?
A word.
Hey, Mr. Zaxton.
Zaxton.
Good evening, Mr. Zaxton.
Yeah, he's not going to tell a single person. He's going to tell everyone. He says.
Yeah.
Now, Rob, you spiked everybody's interest.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do there, Dan.
Got to be at the show Sunday to find out what it is, or it's going to drive you crazy.
All right, guys. Marty, don't show it until after 10, so you can get home in time to watch the stream.
No, he's going to be on my channel Sunday, William. He's going to be on my Sunday morning live stream.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to be able to make it there until about I think 11.
Okay, because we were going to have
Too
him.
late.
We were going to have him on it. We were going to have him on around 10.
Yeah, I missed the first half because I bring my wife to work, and then I try to rush home as soon as possible so I can get on the stream. I don't like missing you guys' Sunday streams. I have fun in the mornings.
Yeah, I was trying to get up to Bath
We
in a
do
couple
try
of
to
weeks
have
there,
fun,
Danny, but I can't make it because I got laid off.
That's the number one rule is we try to have fun.
Yep. But I try to be there.
There you go, Zach.
But then once the weather warms up and everything else, I'm going to be missing a lot of streams because I'm going to try to be out as much as I can this year.
Oh, well, yeah, Danny boy, that rule number one is, first off, family comes first if you got church or something with family. And second of all, detecting comes next.
Right.
And that's why once the spring hits all around the country, that nobody's not frozen in, and then definitely during the summer, yeah, the numbers thin out because everybody's out detecting. I mean,
Yeah, I just feel rude because I've been there like all winter and most of the
Oh,
year
crap,
when it's
the
cold,
numbers-
and then
the
all of a
numbers
sudden,
always
boom, I'm
go down.
gone.
in spring,
Oh,
back in
oh.
winter.
See what Marty posted?
Do
This
what?
weekend we got to turn the clocks ahead.
It's this weekend.
Yep.
Spring forward and lose an hour sleep.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, she's already asleep.
Everybody start yelling so we can wake her up so she can yell at Rob.
She had trouble. Well, she probably fell asleep because she didn't get much sleep last night. She was, I don't know what happened. Her leg was hurting or something. She was walking one of her clients' dogs, the big black lab Sadie that we have here, the one that's like 90 pounds. And she was out walking it, and a small deer came out of the woods, and Sadie took off after the deer and yanked Denise, and she went right down onto the sidewalk on her knee on the concrete. And it's been a couple weeks now, and she's still having problems with that leg. I think she strained or pulled something in there, so she didn't sleep real good last night. And then I was here on the computer typing. I was answering not emails, comments. I was responding to comments last night, and apparently the keyboard makes more noise because I guess the house was so quiet. She said it sounded like I was just. She said it sounded like I was pounding nails in here. So
No, Tom, you just started an hour earlier.
oh no,
Jack.
Tom.
Right?
Yeah, Karen, I agree. It used to be for farmers, but with all your modern equipment and everything, I don't see where it's saving anybody an hour of daylight for work time.
It really drags everybody down too when you have to adjust your clocks. It's like, why? Our internal clocks do not adjust that easy. Not at our age.
And not only that, if you travel, there's certain cities and some states that didn't go by it, so you'd be there. And
Yeah, what is it? I
the
think it
time
was they talked about that on the West Wing once because it messed up their train schedule. I think it's Iowa or Idaho, one of those two states. They don't recognize.
Arizona
So
doesn't.
the minute you go into that state, if it's daylight savings time, it's an hour different a time.
Now, I also
Yeah.
heard that in Indiana, the northern part of the left side of the state and the lower part of the state, they don't have the time zone change at all, but the rest of the state does.
So see what? Just
Yeah.
get rid of it. So we're all on the same page.
You know, I mean,
Well,
and that's
back
just
when I
one
used to
state.
travel
Some of
for
it does, some of it don't.
back when I used to travel for work, we'd take a lunch break, go into a place and look at a menu and they go, oh, this quits by that time. I go, well, we got an hour. And they'd go, no, you don't. And they'd point to their clock. You'd be going, oh, sorry. Hi, Lewis. How you doing? Yeah, Diana said Arizona's one
I just know when I worked at the police department, Bill, if you happen to work the night that it was an hour longer, you just had to work an hour longer. You didn't get paid for an hour longer. But if you happen to be working 6 months later and it was an hour shorter, you got to go home an hour earlier.
Yeah, that was everywhere, Rob. I worked lots of places where it did that to you. So.
But that really only benefited the midnight guys. So I didn't. I tried not to work too many midnight shifts. I was always 3 to 11.
Do you get paid more working nights though?
We
Yep.
got a 5%.
Most
Yeah, we
places.
got a 5% shift differential for working nights.
Yeah, but that 5%
That
really
was
isn't
it?
a lot.
That's kind of low.
Yeah,
Places
wicked.
I worked were 10 to 15%.
But then again,
you got to remember, police work is 24/7. So,
and
you
and
know-
not only that, Florida has had the lowest cost of living for a long time.
well, we still have no state income tax. Our property tax still fairly reasonable, even though my property tax has gone up quite a bit in the last 2-3 years. But it's still a lot cheaper than your folks up north. Now, I'll tell you one thing: I would not want to be owning a condo right now, especially anywhere near the water, because their insurance has gone through the flipping roof.
Wow.
I bet.
And now that that
Hurricane
building, now that that condo in Miami collapsed, where that half that building fell down and killed all those people, it's a state law now that I think after 10 or 15 years, any building higher than 3 stories, so from 4 stories up, I think it's every 15 years, has to have a thorough engineer's report that costs around $15,000. So that's got to be paid for by the condo association. So they add that to your condo fees. So now you're seeing a lot of places building 3-story condos because they're trying to avoid that new law.
Now, was that condo that collapsed on the people? Wasn't there a crack in on the outside, and people reported it, but they did nothing about it?
Oh, it was. There was actually an engineer there a couple of days before that, and gave a horrendous report. It was they built the pool. They built the pool and the pump system for the pool right next to like some of the main structures of the building. And when they got cracks in them, all the chlorine pool water leaked into the cracks of the foundation, and just started eating it away. It came down over the pool pump area.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of cracks. Yeah.
Damn.
Mr. Gold Painting Jocko.
Dutchie
Hi,
and
Dutchie.
Lewis, hello.
Yeah, a lot of
Wow.
the old apartment complexes should be banned and redone for the price that we pay for what we live in.
Hi, Tom Riley.
They're still a crap hole.
Let's get these races going if we can.
I'm as they come in, Bill, I'm writing them down.
Okay.
I got everybody in.
Sweet.
Or at least you hope so.
So, what order are we going to run this in? Who wants to go first?
I don't know what's going on with my computer though.
Doctor
Uh-oh.
already said he won, so congrats, Doctor. Nobody
Did
else
you order
said they
that
won.
new computer, Rob?
I probably am in the next 2 days, Bill.
I think the doctor went ahead in the future and he came back, so he knows he's going to win.
Did you put Rob in, says NorCal?
I did.
Who's Rob? Rob, you put yourself in?
I'm doing that right now.
Oh no, is that what what NorCal said? What did you put yourself
Yeah,
in?
because I always forget to put the people in the chat in.
Ah,
Tom Riley, what's up, bud?
Okay. Let's do the first race for the Silver Kennedy and the uncirculated quarter.
Swifty.
I know, I got a chuckle out of that one too.
Hang on, Bill. I got to update something.
Aha.
I refreshed the page and some of them went away.
Oh, Dutchie has an envelope thief. Those jerks.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tom.
Every time I try to send something overseas, I lose 30, 40 bucks, and I can't get the package over to them. So,
Wow. That's
Thanks, Jim.
I mean, if they don't let you send it overseas, they should give you your money back.
right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I sent him a silver coin. He tracked it all the way to his country, and then from his local post, from his, I guess, like whatever warehouse or whatever, not warehouse, but what do you call it, like a regional post office to him, it disappeared. Somebody took it, but it made it all the way over there and then disappeared at his end.
Yeah, I was on the Greedo giveaway for Thomas 907, and Chris R. sent packages out, and they got sliced open at the post office in his area, and then mailed empty to us. You know?
You know what? That's why I tape on the edge of my envelopes, I tape around the corner, and on my padded envelopes, if something like Sherry Lynn Martin want a set of gloves from me, I'm mailing out, I tape the edge so they can't do that. So
Oh, they sliced it open, Rob. Clean slice all the way across, and took out the contents, and then just shipped it through. And it happened to about
the problem
three of the people in the giveaway.
a lot of these
Rob taped
substations,
this up pretty good.
yeah, a lot of these substations, they use third party. They don't use post office employees. They use third party employees.
And then
Yeah.
Jersey Ray will put packaging tape over it.
There you go.
Right.
So
So I got to let
Later,
like Chris R tried to make a claim because it was a silver coin, and I got a letter in the mail. It said take the envelope to the post office. I took it to 3 different post offices. They didn't know what to do with it, so I finally found one that said, "Okay, I'll take it." Right? They took the letter, copied the letter, which said to bring it to the post office so they can inspect it. They took the envelope, and then 3 days later, I got the envelope back in the mail. And it was sliced open. And then I went back and I'm like, she's like, oh, yeah, we didn't mean to send that back to you. Well, the time it took for them to send it to me and for me to bring it back, the date that you had to turn it in by was expired. And he couldn't put the claim in. She says, I can't do nothing with this anymore,
They don't like
Yeah,
to
Charlie's-
mail or open mail. They don't do anything to help you. If you didn't buy insurance, they don't give 2 shits.
Well, that's the thing. He bought insurance, and nobody knew what to do with it. And once I found somebody who did at the 4th post office that I went to, because you can take them to any post office for the inspection, and they sent it back to me. So I took it back up a couple days later, and by that time the date was expired. And then they said, "Oh, we can't help you with this because the date's expired." I'm like, "You sent it back to me, man. What are you talking about?" And still nothing. They couldn't do anything. They're incompetent
Hi,
there at
Johnny.
the post office.
yeah.
Johnny Smallpepper.
Hey,
You know
Johnny.
why they're incompetent?
Yeah, are you anywhere near Philly?
I'm real close to Philly.
You got
Right
you got
outside
the Philly, you got the Philly Baltimore accent. I hear you. It's like listening to all
I
my
was
cousins.
talking.
Hey, yo, Adrian. Born and
Dan, you
raised in
said
Philly,
they're
Rob.
incompetent.
Say
I was
water.
talking to somebody that
Water.
I was
Yeah, water.
talking to somebody the
W-A-R-T-E-R.
other day.
WADER. Water.
Water.
Dan, you know why they're incompetent at the post office?
Yeah.
A
I
friend of
do.
mine went in there, took the test, and they told him when he took the test, they go, they only when they mark you off if you answer the question. If you don't answer a question, it's not a plus or minus. So he answered 2 questions correctly out of 100 and got 100%. So he passed
Oh
the
my
test.
God.
Wow.
And that's a civil service test.
All right, Bill, it's up there.
Yep.
That's a civil service test. So it just goes to show you what your civil servants are.
Mr.
Yep.
Dog is my co-pilot just came in.
Nathan. So this is for a 1968 Kennedy 40% $50 and a uncirculated Maya Angelou George Washington quarter.
All righty, shuffle
What's up,
one more
dog?
How you
time.
doing, Nathan?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Best of luck, everyone.
Go, go, go. Swim, Ducky.
Wait a minute. Wait, what the hell did I
Good
do? I hit the
duck
button. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna
What'd
say I
you
don't
do,
think I
Rob?
see it showing.
I hit a
You
button.
hit the wrong one. There we go.
I did. Hold on. I had to hit the sound and I hit the pause. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Good luck with that, Tom Riley, because Pep Boy sucks around here. They wouldn't even fix a flat tire for me at one of their places. and I was stuck on a Sunday.
Oh no! How close were you to a store that you could have got the flat tire piece?
I went to one of the Pep Boy service centers, and they told me, nope, we can't fix it. Nope, we're too busy. Nope. I'm like, are you serious, dude?
Wow! And you couldn't get a patch kit and do it right there?
Nope.
Dutchies
Oh,
in front
boy.
along the
It,
FL
it
Thunder.
was a service center, not a store.
Yeah, but I could have sworn that Pet Boys will sell like the service kit, the plug
Danny
kits.
boy, you're Trump.
I'm always Trump.
Am I? I want to be Trump.
Then you can take my duck.
Rob's
Unless
got the
I win.
strawberry head.
And Jim Steele's what's his name? I know who he is, but
Yeah.
I can never remember.
The ex-vice president.
My
Yeah.
duck's probably wearing a skirt.
Well, there goes Rob fading away. All
Willie
right,
Mee
10
is taking
seconds.
the lead.
Steele Sumter along William E. Here comes Lewis.
Mary's pulling up.
Here comes Danny,
Danny
boy.
boy.
What?
Go Trump!
Danny boy.
It's rigged.
Nice win there, Danny boy.
I
Nice
can't
win.
believe that I just did that.
Nice.
Trump did it for you, man.
Oh man, Trump. He is the man, ain't he?
Here you go, Danny. You email me your address.
Alrighty, thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Wow.
I will
Get that out.
send
That's
you
even has the envelope picture.
I'll send you it another way, Bill, instead of through email.
Okay.
If not tonight, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. No
Wow,
problem.
good for you, Karen.
I know where you'll be.
Good
Yeah.
evening, Johnny Smallpepper. Welcome.
Thank you all. And thank you, Bill. Rob. Thank you for rigging the race.
Yeah.
Just joking.
Mary's right. We rigged it.
Mary was in second.
Oh, that's why she wanted it to be rigged.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, she was close.
If you ain't first, you're last, Mary.
That's right.
and if I wasn't here, you would have won.
Yep.
Hey, NorCal, what's up, buddy?
I'll tell you,
Trump
crazy
does.
about Mercury did pretty good on a lot of races. She's won a lot of silver dimes out from people's races.
I won a Helios
In fact, I think-
Magnet on Johnny's Corner Friday night.
Nice.
Oh,
I
I think
nice.
she got her first
I was like,
Mercury dime
whoa.
from me.
That would have been a while ago, Bill.
Diana, didn't you get your first Mercury dime from me? I think you did.
It would have been either you or Juice, one of the two.
And the funny thing is,
Mary
that's
said-
one thing. Yeah, he's gonna give me to pay. Sure you were, Mary. How come we don't believe you?
Oh, excuse me.
Willie Me said,
Yep,
Trump up
Diane.
next for me, please.
And the funny thing is, I've won Mercuries. I've got them out of Coinstars. I've never dug one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I won one from Ron F. prospecting, and the next one I got, I found was the one I found at the soccer field.
It's been a long time since I've pulled anything out of a Coinstar, so when I find a penny in a Coinstar, I'm happy. I'm like, yes, I got it.
Oh man, you guys got me going by the soda machines in the stores and checking the coin returns.
I do the same
I
thing
tell
with
you,
the bubblegum machines. I'll turn them to see if there's
What
a
I
quarter
found
stuck
out-
in it, and I'll pop the quarter out.
And
Yeah.
where you need to go for, you find the Coinstars that are in the grocery stores in the, let's say, low rent district of town. Those usually your best finds because all the addicts or people that are ripping off mom and dad take their coins in there, and that's where the silver
Oh, you
Right.
mean the
and
one
orange
district,
coins
the
are.
low rent district? You mean where I stayed
Well,
in
Bill.
Gainesville?
There's a town next door to me. It's called Summersworth. All right, we call it Scummersworth. I was driving one day with Felicia in the car, and I get pulled over by a cop, and he goes, "What are you doing driving through the druggiest part of town?" And I was like, "What part of town isn't the druggiest?"
Checking
And he
the
told me,
coin stars.
I'll go around. I'm like,
Well, we had a
nice.
local Safeway back home that was downtown near all the low rent housing and stuff. And that coin store always had silver or foreign coins or something in it, It's like, and
What
I'd
does
go
it
up
do?
to
It
where,
kicks them out, I guess, and puts them in the coin
well,
return?
silver's a different weight. So it kicks it back out. And a lot of them
Okay.
people, they don't check your older coin store machines. You can't really see the return tray and they just walk off and leave it. But I got foreign coins. I thought I had a gold coin one day, but it turned out to be an angel token. Like,
Oh wow.
oh, nice angel. But I would have rather had the gold.
This year I want to find a lot of $100 pesos.
Oh, wow. Patty got a
At $5
1951
trade
King
in,
George to 6 farthing. That would have been UK, Patty. I don't think they issued farthings in Canada.
Farthings?
Yeah.
Miss Patty needs a wrench.
You can
Louis
fix that.
Villarreal said it's an Angel of Mercy coin.
Oh, is that what it is, Louis?
Yeah, farthings. That sounds like it would be more of UK or England.
Patty, Canada eventually went to U.S. denomination coins like dimes, nickels, quarters. I don't remember the exact year that happened because it was funny when I was detecting with Pat and Kimberly in an old town that we got a lot of finds. I actually found British Empire silver on a curb strip, It was like right around 1900, but yet it had a British king on the front. But yet when you flipped it over on the back, it said 10 cents, and I'm like, how the hell can this have a British king with 10 cents on it? And then we realized it was a British dime. It was a Canadian dime, and Canada still uses the monarchy on all their coins. So
Yeah.
it would either be Australia or Great Britain, Patty. Australia used all your British coins too.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure farthing, that was only used in England, I believe. I don't think they had farthings in Australia, Scotland, or Ireland.
I know they had pences.
Not
I know
possible.
they had pences in Australia
Had what?
because I've watched Jim M.D. Melbourne find like 3 pence and 6 pence coins in Australia.
Yeah. I
Says
could be wrong. There's a couple countries that they did not use the farthing.
it says right here for Canada silver just started in 1858. And then 1870 they started making the 50-cent piece of silver. But that's
Bill
through
was
Google search.
Bill was right. Australia never had a farthing coin.
Yeah.
Any farthing circulated in Australia would have been British farthings before Australia had its own currency. Very good, Bill.
So
Well, the only thing, I love American silver, but Americans make the ugliest coins. Freaking every other country makes beautiful coins.
well, plus
do.
Canadian
They do.
silver was
Well,
925.
Third coins, you take coins like Seeded and Barbers, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. Indian heads are absolutely gorgeous. Buffalo nickels.
Oh,
are
yeah.
gorgeous.
But I'm talking the new stuff, Rob.
Oh yeah,
They got really ugly since 2000.
stuff sucks, Bill. I mean, the new
Yeah.
George Washington quarter, he looks horrible compared to the old one. The new nickel, if you look at it in a certain light, it looks like some zombie ghost thing. That new Jefferson nickel, they're horrible. And who thought that shield on the back of the penny looks better than the Lincoln Memorial does? That shield is just stupid looking.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Zinc is stupid
Uh-oh.
too.
Hi, Frank.
So
They
18
fall apart in the sand within a year.
1858 was when Canada started using the denominations of United States money. From what I
Frank
just read.
Luterate.
And also Canadian silver is 925.
Diana says they look bad, but then again, so do we. Yeah, Nick Molnar and some of the other people that do the Canadian coin roll hunting, Mary. It's always cool to find those colored coins that they do.
Yeah.
Toonies.
Canada has some beautiful coins.
We got some painted quarters out there. And
They're called toonies, aren't they, Rob?
Yeah, I think either the toonies or loonies are painted. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's
Loonies
another
and
thing.
toonies.
You watch Jim M.D. Melbourne Metal Detecting. He goes to a park.
No, they
He'll
get
come home
25 cents out of
come home
painted.
with $25, $30, $35 with all the $2 and $1 coins he's found. I'm like $35 in one hunt. That takes me all month to find $35 in change.
Right.
So,
There you go.
Rob,
There's a Canadian gold-plated coin with a little red. I think it's a bull. But they just make gorgeous coins up there.
Marty V sent you email, Rob.
Mary, if you're asking if the regular coins for Canada's are painted, I think they do make them painted for regular spendage.
Well, if you got like a $2
they're not.
toonie for Canada, they're only worth $1, right?
Now about $1.60, $1.70, depending on the.
Yeah,
Cash
about
value.
$1.70.
It used to be 80 cents on every dollar back in the 80s, so I don't know. It always fluctuates now way too much day to day.
Yeah.
I did this one currency exchange
Do another race
thing.
here?
I was exchanging like $1,000 into a different country's money, and then I'd go back and I'd exchange it for another currency in another country, and then I'd bring it back to the American money, and I equaled out being the same. I'm like, oh, that sucks. So what are we racing for next?
I have no idea.
No
Let
idea.
me get Luterate in.
Okay.
Wow, those W coins are worth $20 a piece.
Yeah.
Which one? The West Point ones?
Yeah, some of them. Some are worth more actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I just found my
West
third.
Point,
I just found my third West Point quarter doing quarters this week. I just found my third one. I went through 6 rolls of quarter, and on the third from last quarter, I'm like, man, I found nothing in these 6 rolls. In the third to last quarter.
Well, down there at the reserve, I was metal detecting one day, and I got a 2020 West Point COVID quarter. It's got the bat on the back.
Wow.
And it's in crappy shape, and it's worth $6.
That's really messed up about the bat on the back of those quarters.
Happy Plague Doctor says invest in rubles. That'd be the last thing I invested in. That's hilarious.
You might be onto something though.
Yeah, because guess what? Somebody was just over there and went grocery shopping, and he expected to spend $400 like you do over here, and he only paid $120. So for a week's worth of food.
I would take that. I would, Danny Boy, no offense, I would take that with a serious grain of salt.
Yeah.
Well, money's all made up anyways, and it's made up by country by country.
Poof, out of thin air.
It's all fiat money. I mean, that's why I enjoy finding every one of them silver $half I find, Dan.
I don't blame
Right?
you, man. I'm trying to stockpile as much silver as I can from here on out.
Here's
And that one video, Rob, with them, what'd you find? 19 silvers in that box or something like that?
20 90 percenters right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've never ever
One
had
box.
a box with nothing but 90 percenters in it. All 64 Kennedys.
You know he has it in a pill bottle because that's
He's got 'em right there,
hard
too.
pill to swallow.
I lose a lot of shit, but I got those right here.
I enjoyed watching that video.
That literally. I mean, I've had two phenomenal boxes. I've had 2 double-digit boxes so far in 2024. I'll probably start putting my 2024 cornhole hunting on in about
I
2 to
was
3 weeks.
I would say, look
I've
at
already
how
had
happy Rob is.
I've had 2 double-digit boxes back to back. They were companion boxes. They were. I was telling Bill because you guys we were on Bill's stream, and Bill had told me about Mally Man's box of 20 that he did on his live stream when he sells his silver rolls. And so when we got off Bill's stream that night, I went and got a box out of the garage, and I was doing it, and I pulled my laptop over next to the dining room table, and I was watching Mike's stream while I did my first box. That first box I did was I got like 3 NIFCs. It was just a total absolute skunk box, but I wasn't finished Mike's video yet, so that was the last box from the week before, and I still had the 2 boxes from this week in my garage. So I went and got box 1 of the 2, and I cut it open. I did it all live, flipped it open, and I had 2 enders staring me in the face. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And I'm sitting there watching Mike find that silver proof and all those other silvers, and that box just started lighting up. And I was like, if I'd have had this box built, I could have competed with Mike that night where he crushed me.
Yep.
Has anybody found any of them misprinted 2023 Philly pennies yet?
No, I'm looking at
The VDVs on them with the extra V? Yeah.
Yeah, Mary, everybody keeps saying that, and I hope not. I'm sure someday in the future it's going to be like Star Trek where nobody even makes any money. It's just
You know how that's gonna decrease the human population big time if we don't have some sort of value to place life on, I guess you want to say, because once they go digital, they got total control over anybody and anything. Total control.
well, I follow the stock market a lot with my Tesla, and they've been doing a lot of headlines on Bitcoin's been rallying lately, and I still don't know how you can invent something out of nothing and it has a tangible value now. That was created by doing computer constructs. It was literally created out of nothing. And now, because it's only got so many Bitcoins, it's got a value to it.
Yeah, but gold, diamonds, rubies, sapphire, that all created some monetary value.
But those are tangible objects. Bitcoin's
It's digital,
Bitcoin's
right?
not a real thing. It's just
Right.
created in a computer. It's just numbers on a paper. There's nothing there's nothing you hand me a diamond or emerald or ruby or gold. There is something tangible that you're getting for that money. This is all computer numbers.
So is it ran by the stock
Okay.
market then?
No, it's run by what they call blockchain servers that are supposedly impenetrable.
Yeah. Well,
So
I'm
like,
going to tell you one thing.
Bitcoin right now is like at $68,000 for one Bitcoin. So if you own
Right.
one Bitcoin and you bought that Bitcoin at $10,000, I mean, you've made a shitload of money.
And a year ago they were worth 45.
Yeah. But there were guys that got it when it was worth that bought in at 90 and it dropped to 45 and they lost their ass.
I do construction, right? And HVAC guy, great company. We always work with them. And there was a kid that was working there. He's 32 years old. He comes pulling up in a Mustang Cobra, right? I'm like, dude, where did you get the money for that? That's a $130,000 car, man. And he said, Bitcoin. And he said, I'm retiring. I said, what? He said, yeah, I'm retiring at the end of the week. And he retired. He's got like $20 million now, man. He said, I've been buying Bitcoin since its inception. And he's probably,
you got on the ground floor, get it on the ground floor of Bitcoin. Yeah, you'd have made.
He cashed out. He cashed out and he's got like $20 million now.
So in order to make the money out from Bitcoin, you have to buy it heavy.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's Bitcoin's trading at a 3-year high right now.
Yeah, I got it at 40,000 and I'm making a pretty good little amount of money off it.
You bought it at 40,000.
You got it, what, 40,000?
41, I think it was when it went down from 45.
It closed today at 63,480.
Well, as the preppers say, when the shit really hits the fan, even gold and silver are worthless because you can't eat it.
Right. But gold and silver and everything else held more trade value way back in the days, anyways. I mean,
Well,
This-
somebody told
Yeah.
me to compare it to in the 1870s, you could buy a suit for an ounce of gold. So you
Which
look
is
at it
20
today,
bucks.
you can buy a good suit for an ounce of gold. So what's the word I'm looking at? Like what its value in society is worth. But I disagree, Bill. I still like say if the crap hit the fan and the hoarding thing happened, I still think you're going to have a certain class of people that said, I'm going to make money and and when everybody else is doesn't have anything, I'm going to buy gold. I'll sell my bread for gold because when things get back to semi-normal,
Yep.
they're going to be the ones with all the gold.
Once we go back to the gold standard in our monetary system and the U.S. Treasury takes it over again, I mean, if you look at it, a friend of mine did a comparison with flour. So between like 1776 and 1911, the cost of flour actually went down like 33%, right? As soon as the Fed took over in this country, inflation has risen in this country since 1913, 3,000%. So our money's worth like 5 cents on the dollar.
so the inflation caused it in the Great Depression in 1920s.
Right. Well, what happened was
the
is
stock market
Is-
was
7
way
years later.
overvalued.
what happened was is the Fed came in here, started giving people money, lending people money on this debt-based currency, and they were borrowing. You know, they would go to the people and say, "Hey, if you have $1,000, we'll lend you $5, and you can get in the stock market." Well, what happened in the 20s? They all partied their money away. So when the Rothschilds sat back, or the people in the banks sat back and watched everybody party their money away, they called in the debt in like 1928. And everything crashed because of it, because the people didn't have the money to pay it back. So then in 33, they started the Social Security system. You know what I mean? And they said
Social Security wasn't started until
33,
the late 50s, early 60s.
33.
No,
Look it
he's
up.
right. 33.
Yep. So they put out a proclamation that everybody has to turn in their gold for dollar bills. So
Social Security was not tied to the end of the gold standard. When gold was made illegal at that time.
right, but they went to the debt-based money system then. They started the debt-based money system, and if you took an ounce of gold and buried it in the ground, and it was like worth $35 an ounce. So if you took an ounce of gold and buried it in the ground and buried that $35 with it, if you dug that up today, it's worth $2,146, the ounce of gold. The $35 would be worth $35. So your gold's still worth more money. So if they go back to that gold standard and $1 is worth $1, people start making money again.
Yeah, but the value of gold fluctuates so much per day. It's not even funny. I mean, it goes
Because-
up, it goes down, it goes
because
up,
of-
it goes up, it
because
goes
of
down,
inflation.
down.
But it's still, if you compare it back to when they first did it, it was $35 an ounce, and now it's like 2,000.
Yeah, but
Since-
at
since
35
the
bucks an
80s.
ounce, that was a good 10-year stretch that it was probably at a good $35 an ounce. So
No, it was $35 an ounce up until the 70s, up until the early 70s.
right, so it stayed
Steady.
steady.
Yeah.
Now
Mhm.
every month it's either up or it's either down. It's either up or it's
Yeah,
either
right.
down. I mean,
I haven't seen it go below 1,800 for an ounce.
not over the past couple of years. Right, you're right.
Yeah, not over the last 20 years. You know.
Okay. Now I remember gold being down to 1,600.
Yeah. But it is what it is. We'll have to just
Yeah.
deal with it until it goes away. So we get
Gotta-
rid of this debt-based money system.
We're never going to get out of debt. It's all an illusion.
Yep.
I mean, they should have
Patty,
just wiped it
It's
clean
not
back.
weird
into
that you found
COVID.
a farthing in Oregon. I found a 1956 British halfpenny in California. So
Wow.
That's feasible during the gold rush. California had one of the major influx of having immigration coming
what
over.
was weirder, I found a 1971 Euro coin token from London, and
Gary
they were only
said he needs a
used
nap.
in the UK. Their vending machines don't take coins; they take tokens. You have to buy the tokens to use in the machines, because what was happening, people were breaking in the machines for the coins,
Literate.
so they
Oh,
went
wow.
to tokens, and you
Good
cannot
idea.
turn the tokens back in for money. So you use the token. I'm in a park back home, and I get a 1971 50-cent Euro coin token in the back of a park. Why the hell would that
So
be
what-
over here? You know, it's,
What do you do? I guess take them to the bank to get your money for them when you're the vending. You're the vendor.
no, you have to use them in a vending machine. Once you buy the thing, the only way you can use it is put it in a vending machine over there.
Now, what are you saying, Bill? So how would the vendor get paid?
Oh, yeah, the
I would
vendor can
imagine-
get paid,
I
but
would
I'm
imagine
talking
you have to have a vendor's license or something with the bank.
yeah. So but a regular person can't turn it in for money. Because what was
On
happening, like
November-
here,
in
you guys,
November of 1970, gold was $2.84 an ounce.
you guys are probably too remember. I remember cigarette machines being at gas stations outside back in the 60s, early 70s. You'd walk up in the
70s,
middle
yeah,
of the
remember
night. Yeah. Okay.
They were like 50
well,
cents.
People broke in. Yeah. And people would
My
break
mom
into
used to
them.
send-
Well, that happened.
My mom used to send me to the store to
Yeah,
get them.
send
The
you
cigarette
to
machine was
get
outside.
some.
Come on, get me some cigarettes. And she handed me 4 quarters, you know what I mean? You get 2 packs.
Yeah.
I watched a person at a convenience store buy 2 cartons of cigarettes in front of me, and they gave them $100 bill, and they didn't get much money back.
No.
No, you don't.
2 cartons of cigarettes. It was like $86. I almost shit my pants.
Yeah. I quit when they were $2.50 a pack.
And there were generic cigarettes
Rob,
that
that
you
could,
bought
that
too.
could be up over $100 in a couple states.
Well, my sister in Kansas City was at the casino, and she called me up or she texted me when she got home. In the machines at the casino, inside the casino, they're $12 a pack in the machine.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like $8 for certain kinds now. $8,
They're
$10.
almost $10 here.
Crazy, man.
I buy the thin filtered cigars mail order, and they're only $12 a carton.
You roll your own cigarettes, Dan?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Cheap.
Yeah, it's just as bad for you. But it's a heck of a lot cheaper. I get 3 cartons for $18 a pound and $2 a carton. And that pound usually gives me about 3 cartons. So you quit back in the early 90s.
Yeah, they were $2.50 a pack when I really quit the first time, you know? I
Yeah.
picked them up again for a little while. And then, you know, in like early 2000, I picked them up for like 2-3 years, and then I quit again. So,
I just need to slow down. I'm a boredom smoker. So when I'm like
You're
not
a
really
what
doing much,
smoker?
a boredom smoker. So when
Oh.
I'm bored,
Boredom.
I'm not doing
I'm a
anything.
boredom eater.
Who, me or you?
To me.
Yeah.
He
boredom
is.
eater.
Rob's
Yeah.
a boredom eater.
I don't get bored eating. I just eat too fast.
I eat late. I eat too late. I don't eat during the day. I eat at night.
Yeah.
Not good.
My dinner was done at about 8:30, 8:45 tonight.
Hey
Can't go to
it's
bed. It was
20
chili
after,
fries.
so-
Jim
11?
Steele asked if we could run one more race, Bill. I think he wants to. Holy shit, $98 a carton there. Happy Plague Doctor says.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bill, see what Jim Steele wants to do. I do have another race set up.
Run two of
Okay.
them back to back for this gold picker.
Okay. Jim, you still here, Jim? Hello, Jim.
I don't smoke at all, Mary.
Mary, are you sure that's after or during? I mean, you did mention something earlier today on that subject.
I
No, wait,
think
no, that
Jim
was
left. Oh, here he is. Okay.
I got that picker right
Yeah,
here,
you
Mr.
mentioned
Jim
the
Steele.
Oh,
Hey,
he
Jim,
was
let's go
talking
now.
about.
Buddy.
Driver.
He was just picking it. He was talking about PA's picker. What he was talking about, Rob. So let's run this race for PA's picker.
All righty. Let me pull it up, Bill.
Run it.
All right,
Put it
Bill.
up, bro.
All right, Bill, you got it.
Yep, there we go.
Ready to all get quacked?
Yep.
All righty, shuffle 3 times. All righty, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Mary said, hashtag give it to Mary.
Jim Steele takes the lead.
Yeah,
No,
that's
Jim,
not
you're
a
not
good
gonna win.
sign. That's
I
not a
spoke
good
too soon,
sign.
maybe? Come on,
You just
Jim. You
lost,
know you
Jim.
want it.
You might
You're
get a
duck out of
PA.
luck, Jim.
You might get a PA Patriot laser engraved coin with that too. It's an aluminum one. This
Cool.
is a brass one.
Man,
PA
you're just
Patriot's
rocking.
gonna win.
It's a brass one. And a sticker.
Nice.
I think you're in there.
Swifty
having
man's
fun.
in the lead.
I guess blowing on your screen ain't gonna help your duck move any faster, is it? Somebody told me that it works, but I guess it's not. Marty B is coming up. Johnny Small Pepper. Uh-oh, William E. He's taking the lead.
It could be William E. He's been
Yeah,
here
it
all
looks like it's
evening.
gonna be.
Room.
All right.
Congrats, William E.
Yes, congrats,
Oh,
William.
Miss
I hope he's
Diana
still
finished
here.
second.
If not, Crazy About Mercury came in second again.
William E., you still in here?
You just commented at 10:22.
Come on, William E. Say hello. Say something.
He's here.
One more time. Say
There
something.
he is.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Got a nice little picker.
That's pretty cool. Congrats, William.
Congrats, William E.
Shoot me an email, brother.
Crazy About Mercury twice in a row.
Yeah, it's awful nice of you, man.
Oh, no. No, it
Thank
was,
you, Dan.
yeah, it was, I
That
think.
was sweet.
No
Or
problem,
no, it was
brother.
Mary.
It's a little gold picker.
Nice.
If I want a little gold nugget, I'd probably put it in a ring.
Well, guys, I've enjoyed you two guys being up on the panel. This has been pretty stimulating.
Been a great night. Yeah. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Dan.
Well, thank you for
Rob,
having
always
Dan
thank
on.
you for doing the races.
Dan Danny.
Dan and Danny.
Dan and Dan show.
Dan and Danny.
See, I grew
Everybody,
up. I
thank you
grew
for
up.
being here. And we will see you all next week.
All right, guys. Take
You
care.
gonna call it, Bill? All righty.
Yeah,
Take
have
care,
a good
guys.
night.